Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Sunless Sea. So we're back at the gun pole, but we're actually just going to depart, I think, because we're done here. Good on. Excuse me? That dealt 1 damage. I don't think that's gonna matter, although... well, definitely a bit unnecessary, but oh well. Let's take a look here. Yes, okay. So, yeah, we're done with the Kelnate and Gant pole for the time being. The Kelnate... oh yeah, we want to return there with at least 3 hunting trophies, if we can get them. And I suppose maybe in hunting whatever creatures will give us those trophies, unless I find another way to acquire them. We might also provide more carcasses for the Gant pole, so yeah, we'll, I guess, be returning to both of these places eventually. Right, for now we're moving on. Yeah, last time we defeated the Irrepressible, for what it's worth. I guess I could have... oh, hold on. Oh, this is a rock. I could have taken a look at... oh, that's a shipwreck. Well, I mean, yeah, don't mind if I do. A wreck. Rescue a survivor. Oh, the wreck is recent, and the rhythmic knocking from within indicates someone is alive down there. 64% chance? Failed. Oh. What? Wait. 1 supplies. Oh. Gained 1 terror. Yeah, okay, I mean, sure. We're just gonna drop those supplies. Burial by Z. You and several crew don diving suits and hurry to help. As you try to clear a safe path to the survivor, though, his struggles grow frenzied. By the time you reach him, he has foolishly consumed the last of his air. There is nothing to retrieve, except his remains and last belongings. Gained 1 lamentable relic, okay. 1 terror, 1 supplies, which we did not actually get to keep. Well, that was unpleasant. Yeah, lamentable relic, sure, but, I mean, those are not worth much. Okay. Well, I was going to say that, you know, I'm just curious if the Irrepressible is gonna be back. That is not it. That's more torpedo components, I think. Yep, sure enough. I mean, yeah, it's not much, but it's free stuff. Terror is unfortunately on the rise again. It was so low not too long ago, but well, I guess it's just how things go in the out in the undersea. Oh, come on. So we did not really make a lot of progress here, but, well, some torpedo components and a lamentable relic. And I took 2 damage. That never happens. Now it happens twice. Okay, well, whatever. Let's just quickly go ahead and buy more fuel. Yeah. And, right, with that we're full. I guess I'm gonna save. I don't know, I don't feel too great about the things that happened, but I guess ultimately it's not too bad. I did not see the Irrepressible. I mean, it would make sense for it to stay dead, right? I guess the Pirate Poet is a special case because she just acquires a new ship and crew every time, and that's kind of that's the joke, right? That we have our rival and we just keep defeating her over and over and advance her storyline a little bit every time. Anyway, let's not get distracted anymore and just keep heading in this direction and cover a bit of the map. I don't trust this fluffy looking green stuff. I don't know. I think only the red seagrass meadows have been dangerous to me so far. Okay, Tigalar Bay, Swallowing Isles are now fully on the map. Doesn't seem like there's actually anything there, though. You're not welcome here? Excuse me? Why is that? And who gets to decide that? Okay. We have these islands now fully mapped. It's actually surface though. And revisit this place after what feels like an eternity. I don't even remember what this was all about. The wise and wicked seek sanctuary here, where the fruits are plenty and the woods wild. Okay, let's... Okay, no shops. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll just save here. Pick up a passenger. Oh. Huh? The Mangrove College is named for its scholars and philosophers. They have long abandoned civilized comforts for the life of the mind. Sometimes they want those civilized comforts back. Whoa. That's a long list of things. Unlocked with no more than 0 checkered characters. No more than 0 shady swords. Okay. It's unfortunate that we don't even get to see the first part of this tooltip. Well, okay. So we could do that. Eat, drink, be merry. The philosophers of the college are not hospitable, but this whole shoreline is bursting with fruit and edible fungus. Reach up and it falls into your hand. Pick it up and it's already fermented. Gather supplies. Okay, so we have at least 2 things to do with our something awaits you. Wait, gather propagation? No more than 0. You don't have time to stop and rest, but you can gather plenty of supplies. The college members will grumble, but there's enough to go around. Into the wispways. Yeah, that's what you... Oh, need supplies and foxfire candles for. I see. Take plenty of candles if you venture in. Again, I read that you need at least 2 if you... Well, 2 is enough if you get lucky, or if you, if you succeed. The swamps around the village are full of mud, crocodiles, and vegetable treasures. Vegetable treasures, huh? Including the notorious parasite called Sunless fruit. The fogs and spreading branches occlude all light. Unpick the mysteries of other lands. The scholars of the college are hungry for lore. They'll help you put the pieces together. This will convert these items to a secret. Oh, 7 memories of the... Okay, so normally, I don't know, how many... I guess I hardly have any fragments right now. So it's maybe 200, I don't know, 80 or so? Maybe 300 fragments to naturally gain a secret. And here I could make one out of only 77, but also use 7 memories of distant shores. Okay. Unpick the mystery of the Z. Yeah, okay, same thing here. I see. Compile a port report. Sages, scholars, philosophers, naturalists, poets, dreamers, here to pursue their rarefied ideals in a land of muddy fecundity. Well, oh, your hunger quality has gone. That's nice, I guess. And I've gained supplies. Well, that's awfully nice. Go beachcombing. Another thing to use my something awaits you for. Put a Blemming in the shore. Well, can't do that. Ships can't go to and from the Mangrove College, often in secret. What might they have flung overboard? Okay, so 3 potential things to do here, plus this. Since I already did something, and I don't know if I got lucky with getting the free supply and hunger reduction, but I might as well save this. Save whenever something good happens, basically. Into the wispways. Let's try this. I don't know if I've tried this before. Probably not, because I don't think I've ever really had any foxfire candles on me. Anyway, the swamps around the village are full of mud. Yes, raise your lanterns high. You can leave at any time. You can check out any time, but you can never leave. But if you get in far enough, you'll generally find something interesting. Okay, lost 1 supplies. Black and stinking mud. Continue. Oh, it's this kind of thing. Amphigator. A thrashing reptile rears from the swamp twice, a head at each end. Amphigator, okay. Chances aren't terrible. You succeeded. Lost 1 terror. Oh. At last the amphigators retreat. None of you are hurt. Onwards into more mist and further mud. Another one. Each event will take you further into the swamp. Go deep enough and you'll find something interesting. Okay, good. Oh, the whispways. Narrow waterways and quaggy paths. Marsh lights and mud. Now and then, parasynthetic mosses like shaggy curtains. Now and then, a questing tentacle. And amphigators, of course. Well, I kind of wish... Well, I suppose if I do fail, and I probably will, I'm going to maximize my iron again, now that I know that I'll need that at least. And I failed. Okay. Gained 1 terror. Lost 1 crew. Yeah. Darkness between the trees. Come closer, the wind says in the branches. Here's peace. That's going to cost us another candle. In the dappled gray and black, nothing threatens you. That's nice. Okay, pages. It's going to be tested next. And this actually costs me another candle. Interesting. The roofs of the college. Hours later, you squelch out into relative safety. You need a bath. How you need a bath. Thank God that a steamer is never short of hot water. Gain another 5 terror. Okay, so I guess you can, unlike the depths of the Citadel, for example, you can always leave from any depth. It's just gonna terrify you more. Still not even at 50% though. Okay. Anyway, yeah, that was less than successful. And since I unfortunately have the minimum number of candles required, I can't really afford to, you know, to take any kind of losses here. Iron, hearts. So we know that we need pages and iron. She gave us no pages. Can we get any more pages? Give us mirrors, hearts, and pages. Less pages, though. Right, he gives veils, fuel efficiency, which does not help now. Mirrors and veils, mirrors and pages. Wait, and you give us iron, a lot of iron, though. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much 3 extra pages would help us, but... Oh, come on. Mangrove College. Let's try this again. Raise your lanterns high. Continue. Okay, we are facing an amphigator, and now we have a 57% chance. And of course it's going to fail. Yep, of course. And I lost a crew. I mean, a mere surface pool. The banks are too crowded with mangroves for you to pass. Wade through it cautiously. Chancy challenge. Succeeded. Lost a candle, though. And we get the same thing again, and we... Okay, so I guess not every step forward necessarily requires a Foxfire candle. So you both have to get lucky in getting events that don't require one, like the amphigator. And then you have to get lucky in actually succeeding in those events, so you actually make progress and don't lose any crew members, right? I guess that's how it works. Well, I mean, since we know that amphigators are an option, I will still equip for maximum iron, such as it is. Hearts, pages. Now you give pages. As opposed to... Oh, mirrors and pages. Well, thanks, I guess. Save that, just so I don't have to re-equip every time, and just give this a few more tries. Raise your lantern high. Oh. I forgot that... Wait, did I even... Did I reload from inside the event? Did I? I think I might have. I'm dumb. I should have just left. I learned nothing. Okay, that's on me. Yeah, I'll just have to restart the game, which is a bummer, but oh well. At least here you can easily get back out at a cost, but still. I just have to remember actually doing it. Okay, we're back, and I just decided to, you know, try going into the swamp, see if I could make it a bit further than we did previously, or see something new. And yeah, well, this is new. Amir Surfer's pool. I don't know if I didn't mess this up before, or if I just got slightly less unlucky, but well, this time it's pretty bad. We also lost some crew members on the way here, so I'm definitely gonna reload, but not without manually leaving the swamp first. Anyway, a disappearance. Your sailors wade in, guns held above their heads. Ripples spread, intersect, travel on into darkness. Bats chirp with derision as you pass. All seems quiet, but when you leave the pool, a leech the color of milky jade is clamped, pulsing to your thigh. Its color is shifting rapidly to a rosy pink. Already you feel weaker. Dispatch it. And I guess I must have had a wound before? Welp. That also did cost us our final candle, so yeah, we just... I mean, I should have just... I should have kept more candles around, to be honest, but I didn't expect this to be so luck-dependent. Well, my bad, I guess. Anyway, let's give it one more try like this, and I guess I'm gonna pause again and try a couple more times. If it seems just too unlikely to succeed this way, I think I'll give this up for now. I mean, I guess I could head up to the Empire of Hands to pick up a few more candles and make this slightly more reasonable, but the thing is that failure also often costs you crew members, plus other terrible things, so... Well, we got the Amphigator. It's still only a 57% chance, but... Well, it worked this time. Follow gliding lights. Okay. Or ignore the lights. Wait. A knot of 7 wisps weaves ahead, beckoning you to follow. 7 is lucky, a sailor mutters. Except when it's unlucky. Except when it's unlucky 7. That's helpful. You have your candles. Wisps are uncertain. The thing is, I don't really have my candles. I have one candle. Surely, if I was told that I need a minimum of 2 to get whatever there is at the heart of the swamp. 1 is required to even enter in the first place. Surely this is not required. Unless, of course, this event is what leads you to the ultimate reward, and you just have to get this one and then decide to use a candle, because obviously this is the stupid option, right? It's the cheap one. Let's do it. Ignore the lights. Use a candle instead. Sulphurous stirrings. An abandoned fort. Wait, that sounds interesting, but of course... Oh? Wait. So, wait, we have this. But this would require another candle. Well, this seems extremely intriguing. But, unfortunately, we cannot do anything with this. A half-fallen fortress of basalt blocks on a low hill. The creatures of the swamp have stayed clear. There is insufficient mud, perhaps. Well, only 2 terror this time, I guess. Maybe it's just random, or maybe nothing super terrible happened this time around. Welp. Three skeletons on a hummock. They sprawl companionably around a long-dead fire as if they simply couldn't be bothered to get up. Okay. Skirting around. Lost 2 terror. I don't know how you lose 2 terror from a site like that, but I guess all things considered, that's not too bad. At least it's not actively trying to kill you. Nothing remains of the clothes or possessions. They've been long robbed of their purses as well as their flesh. Each carries only a sardonic grin and a robe of creepers. A robe of creepers? What? A calamity of ants. A very chancy challenge. Ugh. Okay. Shining bodies burst from the pitcher plants around you. A thick mat of ants swarms in ambush. Flee! Succeeded. But it cost us our final candle, so... And there's the abandoned fort again. So have we... Is this actually where you get whatever it is? Surely, right? Because it also checks this variable. So we just have to get lucky and get here, get to the abandoned fort event with a candle left. Okay. I mean, I can do that. I almost just reloaded. Oh, what? Gain 16 terror on leaving? Yikes. So even after succeeding, unless the game allows you to just get back to port free, basically at no cost after you reach the center, like they did with the Citadel. You also need to get lucky in not acquiring a ridiculous amount of terror at the end. Anyway, we've probably seen most possible events at this point. I'm gonna try one more time like this. I don't know, just in case, just because I feel like doing it, and then I'm gonna pause recording and try to make it. Whizways, come on, Amphigator, go, succeed, nice. Mirror surface pool. Yeah, the thing is, okay, we cannot afford to get any candle events on the second step. Or the first one, on any step, really. Except the final one. Mirror surface pool has succeeded, wonderful. And there's the fort again. Oh, man, now I'm seeing this every single time, and it's again, almost just reloaded. Nope, we need to do this. I mean, it's gonna happen eventually, right? Presumably, at least. I did get 2 amphigators in a row the first time, so that kind of thing can happen. And we did get the campfire and skeletons event, which didn't cost us anything. So those things are there. I guess they're just relatively rare. Darkness between the trees. Yeah, well, this is really bad because, yeah, I think I've seen this before and done this before, and it also cost me a crew member. There wasn't even a check involved. This just kills one of your crew. That's awful. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna pause recording and keep trying until this works. I know that's really cheesy, but the alternative is just go get more candles. But even then, it's still gonna take a bunch of reloading if I'm not willing to take any crew losses and or ridiculous amounts of terror gained. A few extra candles would at least allow me to take some of the safer additional events on the way. But eventually I'll just get, Amphigator, Campfire, and then the fort, and I'm gonna have a candle left, and I can just do whatever you do there. And maybe it'll turn out that it's all worth it. Maybe it'll turn out that it's absolutely not worth it. We'll see. I just hope that it's not gonna take absolutely forever. Huh, okay. I was just clicking through things here, because this has been going on for, I don't know, I want to say at least 10 minutes, which is a lot of resets. And I got something about trees earlier, and then, which was a new thing, so I should have been recording that, to be honest, but I was, kind of, I don't know, eyes glazing over and just clicking mindlessly. But then after that one, and that was an option that didn't require anything, including not a candle. But after that came another new thing, No One's Orchard. The bug was scarified with marks resembling writing. A lump of flint lay at the base of the tree. Wait, flint. Oh, so maybe this. Okay, so this is a sort of flint. Was the flint a tool or merely a rock? It was impossible to be certain. The Sunless fruit too, which grew on the tree, they are parasitic, and they will grow wherever they choose, but their colors mimic the bark. Perhaps this was their native tree. Impossible to be certain. Navigating the swamp's call, he has gone. I have found 4 Sunless fruit. I don't know if I've actually seen these for sale anywhere, or maybe this is the only way to get them. Move to a new area, and I found an ambiguous eelith. I have 2 of these now, and I wonder, maybe this is the flint that I'm looking for the principal. Okay, anyway, continue. Was that what I wanted out of this? In which case, I didn't lose any crew. I did use up both of my... Oh, interesting, right. The eelith is also... Both eelith and Sunless fruit don't take up cargo space. Is this what I wanted then? An eelith? And 4 Sunless fruit. So it had nothing to do with the... with that fort. Right, I did use up both of my candles, I guess. But I didn't lose any crew, I didn't gain an you know, a ridiculous amount of terror. I didn't gain any wounds. So I guess this is success. You know what, I'm going to look up, well, I could just try a few more times and see if I can find that fort event again. That I haven't even seen that in the last dozen or so reloads at all, despite continuing even after using up a second candle, just to see if I could even find it again. I mean, I'm gonna tentatively save this on a new slot, of course, and just keep trying a few more times, see if I can find the fort again, or just, I guess I might as well look it up at the wiki. You know, in the wiki. If I'm cheating already, I might as well just look it up, I guess. See if there's anything even better to gain from here, or if that is the reward that I was looking for. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the Sunless fruit is really good. Maybe those eoliths are worth a lot to the right person. Who knows? I was expecting something more unique, is all. But I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know what would have led me to believe that, other than this being. You know, even with a large supply of candles, this is still so random and so extremely dangerous, or potentially very costly, right? There has to be something really good to be gained. And I feel like what I just got is decent, but it's not that good. It's not worth the risk. But I don't know, maybe that's just how it is. Heck yeah. Wow, okay, so that only took like, I don't know, maybe 10 more attempts after that. After last time. And I actually got the hammock first, which is free. Then I got the follow the wisps, which I guess following them instead of using a candle has a chance of leading you astray. I think I've seen getting lost, which probably just means that you're not making it any deeper in. I don't know that there was there were any particularly bad consequences, but either way, sometimes I guess when you succeed, it says a byway, and you know, it just turns out to be a valid way further into the swamp. Either way, that happened, and then I got Abandoned Fort as the third step this time. And yes, even though this one does look darkened, we can actually do it. We still have our final candle. Let's see. A respite. Oh. You mount a guard on the walls, build a fire of stinking peat, upend your boots to evict sulky tadpoles. The swamps around you resound with sobbing whoops and screeching creaks, but nothing shows itself. Time passes. Oh. Okay. I mean, lost one terror. I was really expecting something better. Oh, except this is also new. Stuttering slivers of heaven-colored light, as if the sky had stumbled, mysterious and glorious until we found the source, at which point my crew began to chuckle. The goat. Blue scintillac. Oh? A bleating billy with moss-matted fur staggered to and fro, eyes wide. A chain hung from its neck. The chain bore a lump of piercingly blue scintillac, the source of the stutters of light as the billy staggered along the path. We freed the billy and retrieved the scintillac. A rare piece like this is valuable. Indeed, it is actually apocyan. Okay. I mean, I was talking about maybe acquiring something apocyan colored at Port Cecil, which we are going to be visiting relatively soon. But of course that's not guaranteed at all, and... Huh. I mean, I definitely have a use for this. So that's the kind of more unique item. Possibly not entirely unique, but, you know, definitely more unique than just Sunless fruit and another eolith, which I already have one of. So, yeah. And that ends the expedition. Okay. This one definitely did not cost me anything bad. Yeah, I didn't even gain any terror at all. In fact, I think I might have lost some from the hammock event and the rest at the fort. So that only cost me my 2 candles, 1 unit of supplies, and that's it. And it gave me a quest item. So that's definitely a better outcome. The other things might have been worth some money, but I mean, I can always return, right? And I can even return with more candles next time, making things maybe a little bit more reasonable. Reducing some of the frustration at least, if not making it any safer, really. It's still going to be extremely random which events you even get, but at least having more candles allows you to take some more of the potentially safe ones, as opposed to just, being limited to, well, yeah, being potentially just screwed as soon as you get your second event, and it's another one that requires a candle. Anyway, yes, I will take this for sure. And by the way, no, I did not look it up in the wiki yet. I decided to give it a few more shots. I will, however, look up now if there is something even better to be gained. I mean, I know that there's the other outcome that we got earlier with, Solace Fruit and Eolith, which is nice, but... and it might be one of the very few sources of Eoliths, I guess. We got the other one, of course, from the other extremely risky and involved event, chain of events, when exploring the Godfall Catacombs, or Citadel, or whatever. Anyway, save over this one. Yes. So, maybe in that regard, the Eolith could have been worth it if we hadn't already had one. Anyway, I'm gonna see what other outcomes there are, if it's worth coming back here at some point later, and yeah. Okay, so I just looked up the other possible outcomes, and there are a couple. There's like half a dozen or so different expedition ending events, I guess, and it looks like I basically got the two best ones in terms of, well, yeah, actually they're all relatively similar. Most give you just one Solace Fruit and something else extra. So yeah, in getting the one that gives you an Eolith and 4 Solace Fruit, and of course the one that gives you the Scintillack, which or is it Scintillack? Whatever. Lump of blue Scintillack. Usable in combat. Fill all your firing solutions instantly. Yeah. I don't think so. Unless this is infinite use, but... Well, it does have a 20-second cooldown. Maybe it is? Oh. It is infinite use. Oh. Using this item will not consume it. So every 20 seconds I can just instantly fire again. Huh. But of course... I suppose technically I could acquire another one after turning this in for the quest in Vendorbite. Huh. Okay. I mean, that's good to know that it has that secondary effect. Anyway, yeah, I don't have any reason to assume that I couldn't just pick up another one if, provided I get that lucky. Anyway, yeah, nothing else, none of the other events, excuse me, provide anything necessarily unique or, it's just varying amounts of Solace Fruit and other various items, outlandish artifacts, that kind of thing. So, yeah, it can be... And the fruits themselves can be sold. I guess that's the main purpose, just for selling them. They can be sold for 50 echoes apiece at London, which isn't bad. You can also do, apparently, some sort of more complicated trading to turn them into a lot more profit, but there's a lot of prerequisites, and obviously it requires a bunch of, sailing around to the right places, and, I guess it's something to keep in mind for if I ever want to, or feel the need to amass lots of money, and so that could be one of the ways. But of course, it still requires large amounts of luck just for, just to even make a profit. First of all, to not use up too many candles, because every candle costs you money, of course. But also not losing too many crew members, because that's, yeah, once you run out of those, I guess not only are you going to be limping back to London to refill, but you have to go back to London to get more crew. And, yeah, once you lose too many, you're going to be super slow, and it's, that just sounds absolutely miserable. So, yeah, well, anyway, for now we go back to this officer loadout, and I'm gonna save again, because, well, unfortunately, I guess, in looking up the Mangrove College thing, I also saw that there are two possible outcomes. In fact, it seems like a 50-50 chance whether you get a checkered character or a shady sword to pick up here, and I would like the checkered character, because it turns out that I got lucky The principals, Port Cecil, black and white and silver. Please take me there. Sooner or later, it doesn't matter. I know how complex the moves can be. Well, I mean, this turns out to be one of the next places I'm planning to visit, so that's just convenient. The shady sort, I think, wanted to go... well, somewhere else. Gators Morn, I think. Which, you know, is not that far from London, and I was going to eventually get there, but, you know, this is just very convenient, of course. So, yeah, we have them now. Are they taking up space? They are. Which is not ideal, but, you know, not the worst. Okay. Traveling to the principles of Coral. Right. At least we're going to be able to drop them off pretty soon. What else was there? Eat, drink, be merry. The supplies. I mean, we don't really need a bunch of supplies. I'd rather load up on some more fuel, but yeah, we can't do that here. Go beachcombing. I guess this is not... beachcombing is not an event unique to the Mangrove College. You can do this in a number of different places. Well, I suppose... well, I just... I don't know. Let's save again after actually picking up the correct person, just in case. Although I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I picked up the Shady Sword. That does sound familiar. But I might have just read that name before. But we might have also already picked them up at some point. But then, would they still have been available? I don't know. Save again. Yes. Let's try this one, because this is supposed to reduce terror. Yes, okay, good. And I think, yeah, I'm happy with that outcome. Tart morels and boral tart. The salty tang of seaweed stew. A crawling berry that the locals assure you is a motile plant, not an insect. Eat your fill and drink contemplatively. Okay. Yep. Well, that was reasonably successful. And I guess I'm just going to save it again, just in case there was a way to mess that up, or something could possibly go wrong. From here, oh, we actually went kind of past Polythreme. Port Cecil is right there. Here's the hut. It's a bit inefficient to go back to Polythreme. I'm going to do it, though. I'm going to go back to Polythreme, because I'm not even sure if there is anything useful to do there. I mean, collect another port report, sure, even though it is going to cost me some terror, I think. Pretty sure that's how it was the first time around. Oh. Who or what are you? Do I feel... oh. Pirate frigate, only 90 health? I mean, I've dealt with worse. Pretty recently. Okay, next time I'm gonna refill. What's happening? Oh, that was... okay, have you given up? Huh. Yeah, I don't know what that was all about. Maybe they gave up, or I shot them to the point of... I don't know, to the point that they couldn't maneuver anymore or something? I don't know. Discovered pirate frigate from the Sea of Autumns. 20 fragments gained. Okay. Loot and scuttle. Cache of curiosities. We gained supplies and fuel. Awesome. Stout crate. A crate of fuel. Oh, that's perfect. We even had room for all of that. Yep. Okay. I'll take it. That was nice. Oh, and before I run into something horrible. No, surely not. Come on. Go faster. Surely just docking at Polythreme will not cost me anything, right? Obey, commingle. Okay, Polytheme. Well, I mean, I'm obviously gonna save this. That unexpected little successful combat. Manual save. 78, yes. Taciturn Clayman. Evasive close colonies, walking like humans. Cobbles that groan underfoot. On the hills above, a palace villa of marble, but even that writhes like buried bones in an earthquake. Here are the sharpness you gained in Anthe. Oh, is that a thing? I completely forgot about this, to be honest. Enough time in Polythreme and your sharpness will dissolve back to flesh. This will not change your capacity for sharpness or remove any permanent Anthean advantage you may carry. So why would I do this? I don't know. Carry Clayman to London. No room, unfortunately. An audience with the king with the 100 hearts. Okay, that requires a watchful curio. Huh. Wait, and I can't even collect a pot report here. Huh? That's weird. Why is that? Do I still have one, somehow? Have I been here recently without... And I'm just completely forgetting about it? Huh. Weird clay. Okay, you can sell the sapphires for 95 here, which is almost as much as the other place. Okay, so maybe they are worth a little bit more than I thought, just in general. Maybe you can buy them for 60-something at Port Carnelian and sell them for up to about 100 in some places like this one. Which is a decent profit per unit, I suppose, but yeah, requires a bit of a trip. I'm gonna hold on to my ivory, of course. Really wish I could just randomly buy some parabola linen somewhere. Not that I actually currently have room for it, but well, actually I do. So I need a total of 6 for the 2 outfits from the modiste that I have not had her make yet. I do have all the other ingredients, so I'm just looking for yeah, for 6 parabola linen, which I can buy at London. So yeah, by the time we return, if I haven't got my hands on some linen some other way, we'll finally be able to use up those ingredients that we have been lugging around, and free up a little bit more hold space that way. Plus, you know, get the attributes that's going to give us, and possibly unlock some more of our story. Maybe, I don't know. Nothing's indicating that having her make one of each of the outfits is going to do anything, but maybe. Anyway, we can't really do anything here, so there's that. I could do this, but why would I? I could take shore leave, but I don't know about that. That seems kind of risky. Wish I could do this. I mean, let's give this a try at least. Lost 1 terror for 30 echoes. Oh, that's... Wait, also wait. Weren't we at 30? Why am I down to 27? Huh? Wait. I thought I was at exactly 30. Either way, this is obviously not worth it, so... Yeah, thanks but no thanks. Bit of a useless trip then, unfortunately. Huh. I was expecting a bit more out of this, but oh well. At least it only cost me a small amount of fuel and supplies, and I guess with the frigate that I happened to kill on the way, that I probably wouldn't have killed if I hadn't started going this way, right? It was up here, so I probably, if I had just had it straight for Port Cecil, I probably wouldn't have seen it, and thus not killed it, so... Yeah, I think we probably still... Well, probably broke even, to be honest. And that's sometimes all you can ask for. Okay, there's the Cinderlake cliffs, reefs. Yes, coral reefs, of course. Got a port story too, which is nice. Not sure. I suppose we can. Yeah, we can probably use that at Port Cecil. Oh, hey, there's one of those fish monsters. Definitely gonna. Oh wow, yeah. Definitely gonna make it to the port and save there first, though. But we could potentially look into hunting one of these down, or possibly more than one. But yeah, with my current health, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I took quite a bit of damage trying to kill one of these, or even successfully killing one of these before, because they're just not so easily outmaneuvered, and I think they can just ram into you and deal damage that way, and, you know, it's all kinds of random, ultimately. Oh, there's another one much more convenient. Much more conveniently placed, that is. Anyway. Yes, we're gonna dock here. Down to 7 and 7, that's fine. Manual save. What kind of shop do you have? Okay, they actually sell very expensive fuel and supplies, but they do sell them. That's good to know. Drop off the checkered character. I mean, yeah, that was probably the fastest I've ever delivered a passenger. He waits eagerly by the rail. He lifts his head to inhale. I can already smell the chess, he announces. Thank you. Farewell? He says neither of these things. He drops a sweaty bundle of banknotes in your hand and hares off up the hill, fingers twitching to begin a game. Game players, eh? Yeah, those gamers. Let me tell you. Okay. Well, we gained an easy 100 echoes, so can't really be mad about that. An extra move. As you reach a crossroads and port, sees a little voice whispers. Pawn to bishop 6, a rearing shape the size of a cottage, rather like a mitred bishop indeed, stands 6 yards to your right. A crevice in its coral side might be a cave mouth. Wait, is this not... I guess that's how you visit the Principle of Coral? I forgot about that somehow. Let's do it. Stronger silver. Yes, okay. Give the principals a piece of Stygian ivory. Oh, wait. Oh? I have a monster's tooth? Excuse me? I didn't know that. Oh. But I need 3 Stygian ivory, though. Okay, so, but the Eolith is actually a little flint. I see. Oh, wait. Stygian ivory is a monster's tooth. I see. So they ask for an item, but they don't give you the exact name. I see. Right. So I was kind of hoping that the Eolith would satisfy this, this flint request, but I didn't think about Stygian ivory possibly being the monster's tooth. I just thought this meant a hunting trophy. I mean, I guess a single piece of Stygian ivory is way less valuable or hard to come by than a monster's tooth, so that's good. We don't necessarily need this for my dissolution. The others are tools. This is ornament, but ivory and chess is asked, aren't we? Yeah, sure. My emissary has your payment. A little of me. There I shine. And a secret. The spiders of Saviour's rocks. Crush them, crush them. Made arrangements with my cousin. Bargains to blind a monster. Remember that. There are many alliances. Sure. 7 Scintillate. Hold on. Is Scintillate... Does that not take up cargo space? I sure hope not. Okay. Well, while we are here, give them the ambiguous Eolith. The great chain of being is rigid, but the shapelings know its weak places. This is for I have sent my emissary. He knows. This is one of his. Thank you. I will be much less, and I will sleep forever. Is that a good thing? What did I gain? Oh god. Wait. This does take up cargo space. It did give me 7 more. I just happened to have enough room for it. Well, that sucks. Yeah, that's not great. I mean, okay, it's good to know that Stygian ivory is one of the things he asks for, but I guess I'll just be returning when I actually have space for this stuff. Right, what are the other things then? Principles and... Well, the wakeful idol, that's obviously a watchful curio. right? What else could it be? And a fluke core and hard-shelled silver. Well, I mean, that seems straightforward enough. Fluke core, yeah, there are just enemies called flukes, and presumably you get a fluke core by killing one of them. There's an item called a, what was it? A gigantic fluke core or something like that. It's not gigantic. Titanic, I don't know, something really big. That I think is from some special kind of fluke. Either way, this seems hard to come by, at least by actually killing a fluke, because those things suck. But maybe there is another way to get one. The Watchful Curio, yeah, I'm just not sure where to get one of those. But you also need one to for an audience with the King of Polythreme, which, I don't know, also seems like it could potentially be really interesting. So if I do get my hands on one of these eventually, yeah, I'll have to decide what to do with it. Well, either way, for now, I'm actually going to reload and not turn in any of the items here, because, yeah, well, I'll do that when I actually have room for the Scintillate and maybe remind myself of what to even do with it. I guess, if nothing else, I can sell it. Speaking of which, what else can you do here? Okay, explore the coral knoll around Port Cecil, gather intelligence, sell the Apocine chess piece. Right, so Apocine was mentioned here, which is why I thought that maybe I could acquire something Apocine here, but apparently that's not the case, unless this gives you something? Ah, Shadowy Predator. I saw this once, a long time ago. It has stealth, but you have rifles. Oh, we could try to capture it alive, right? This is a way to get your hands on a live specimen. And I guess this is... Oh, wait, it says trophy, but... I mean, yes, this is... if it succeeds, which is, of course, very unlikely, this is going to give me a live specimen. A bad end. Failed. Meh. Wow, gained a Tale of Terror, but lost 2 crew. Obviously not worth it. I was just curious if this would actually... if this would give me a strange catch, which I thought is what it was at first. But it did say trophy, so I wondered if this would actually give me a hunting trophy. But, well, it gave me neither of those things. Of course, it just cost me dearly. Gather intelligence, gives me a port report. As expected. Okay, well... This was unfortunately not quite as successful as I was hoping for. But it reminded me of a few things, and... yeah. So it's not... It wasn't all bad. You can still do this, of course. I mean, there's no reason not to. We are going to gather intelligence, of course. Also no reason not to do that. Oh, we could gather Scintillate, but... I mean, I just... Well, I have a bit of room for it, actually. In fact, I could turn in... Well, the Eolith, I suppose. But hold on to my ivory for now. And then eventually return with one unit of ivory to collect the other reward. But I'll quickly remind myself what I can do with Scintillate and, or, you know, really where the closest place to sell it is. If it's London, then that's quite a ways to go, but I guess I'm technically headed there, and I'm most of the way there at this point, so maybe not such a bad idea after all. Well, of course, there are a number of different things to do with Scintillate. A few things that require Scintillate. But it can also be sold at London for 70 echoes apiece, which is not bad. Especially if I'm already headed there anyway. I could even attempt to just... I mean, if nothing else, I could attempt to just gather some here. Let's do some exploration, though. Okay, still the same thing. Well, let's give this another shot. An end to it. Succeeded. And I got a strange catch. That's not really worth it, is it? I mean, I guess I'd rather take another live specimen and sell that one. Or give it to my child, I suppose. although that is only a 20% chance to succeed. Still, since we apparently have this event available right now, it seems like a live specimen is the most profitable thing, the most valuable thing I can potentially gain from it. So why don't I end the episode right here and just, you know, try a few more times until I get that. And also trade in... I guess I'm going to be a little bit short on hold capacity. I won't be able to hold all of the Scintillate I'm gonna get, right? If I do this one... Yeah, that's one too many. If we had, you know, a live specimen instead of a strange catch. Do get a secret, 7 Scintillate. Little Flint has been fulfilled, and we can always return to turn this one in to get our hands on more Scintillate, more guaranteed Scintillate. I mean, you can always, well, it's no longer an option because we used up our port story here, but you can always go and search the cliffs for, or search the reefs for Scintillate, right? And get a little bit that way for all of the other things that do require some of it. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna figure out something efficient here, I guess, before we move on next time. Yeah, actually, well, I suppose what I could do, instead of doing this now and having to throw something away potentially, I could make my way down to the other room first, which I was planning to do anyway, and finally use my honey there. And also, obviously, the trip is going to cost me some supplies and fuel. And by the time... Well, we'll see what happens there, I suppose. What happens when we... I don't even remember what... No, I do remember what the honey was for, but of course I don't know what that's going to trigger, potentially. Maybe we'll finally finally get some of those Blemigans to put ashore on you know, in places. It seems like that the Mushroom Island would somehow have to do with that. And yeah, maybe we can do something with that eventually. But yeah, anyway, we'll see how that goes. After that, I'm gonna return to Port Cecil with probably a little bit more hold space, and I'm gonna just pick up one of the 2 batches of Scintillate. No, I should definitely, well, yeah, I should definitely try to get the live specimen first, though, just because that's a very valuable item, you know. So I'm definitely gonna do that before anything else. Yeah, and then from there we're gonna head over to Demo Island, see if we can do anything there. I don't think that we can actually, but might as well. Maybe check out Pigmode Isle as well. In fact... Oh wait, Demo Island, Station 3... Right, I was kind of mixing up these 2 things in my head. So maybe I will check out Demo Island just to remind myself what I could do there, potentially. I don't think I have anything to deliver to Station 3, so I don't think a trip there is really going to be worth it. I do want to go to the Iron Republic, though, for the business proposal. Right, okay. I was kind of thinking of just pretty much, you know, heading maybe up to Pigmode Island and pretty much straight to London, just because, you know, there are a number of reasons to do that. Actually, probably before Lon and I would go to Vanderbilt to finally drop off those passengers. Yes, but anyway, that's all very close together. But yeah, Iron Republic is definitely also on the list of places to visit, so... Yeah. Probably gonna do that. I mean, I could save the other room for some later date, but we do have the honey, and I finally want to use that. You know, I've been carrying it around with me for such a long time. It feels like I should just do that. Anyway, as always, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.